When talking about confidence, yeah, everyone wants to have it. Confidence make us happy, live well, and avoid fears. But actually, what makes it all separate it us who cannot grow confidence in ourselves. So, actually, what is confidence and how important is confidence for our life? You need to know that the feeling unconfident make us lose of valuable moments in life. So, my question is, have you ever felt insecure? Yes, we've all experienced it. Even I also need a long time to be able to grow with my confidence. But actually, why can confidence build our life? Without lingering longer, I want to ask, what makes a person feeling unconfident? First, a negative thinking. Maintaining negative thinking will only add a dizziness. In this first point, we always position ourselves as a victim of failure encountered. Scapegoating and the situation into bad habits that happen begins to be maintained. It is from us that we begin to lose confidence, both the ability of self and seeing every opportunities. The almost disadvantage in the situation is plead yourself. Failure is not something to be feared, but to be tasted, because there are no successful people without going through failure. They succeed because they made it through the failure earlier. The second one is haven't found self-strength. If you are able to name 10 of your strength in 1 minute, congratulations, meaning you are free and no longer confused answering the questions. So what are the strengths? Those who are not confident are those who not, some of them are focused in their weakness only. In fact, it always compares the strength of others with their weaknesses. We may not have found our strengths because we are busy commenting on people's weakness, and we are busy comparing our weakness with the others. We must believe if each of us is unique and has different strengths from one another. If you are still confused with your strength, you can ask your closest person what three things, I think 310 things that remember most from you. Right? The third is lack of preparations. When the teacher suddenly said, "Today we will make a test," yes, instantly silent throughout the room, right? There is a vibration of the soul wants to rebel and say no, especially for those who have no preparations. For those who don't have any preparation, because there's a problem of time. A lack of preparation is the of cause of lack confidence. Just as when you're suddenly asked to fill in a speech at an event, whatever our dreams are, make sure everything has been prepared to support the realization of this dream, and be confident, because success requires preparations and red lines. The fourth is wrong man in the wrong place. When we know our weakness is not having confidence, change our environment. If at this time our environment often bullies, quips, criticize, maybe a lot without solutions, immediately migrate to a new environment. An environment that not only supports but also keep us growing. Join a positive and productive community. Not the other. Now that we are picky friends, it's just that we are trying to be chosen friends. It's true that if associated with perfume sellers, even we don't buy it, we will get a sweet smell from it, right? So make sure you're in the right place. The fifth, don't have support. For example, when we apply for a work at the company we applied for earlier, it turns out that the manager is our friend, of our father. Indirectly, we will feel safe, comfortable, and calm, even when we send the script, for example. So, when we lose confidence, maybe we forget to put trust in him, because maybe we are planning, but we are not decisive. We are just preparators, not determinants. So turned out we are college student, right? And I'm sure you all want to be a better student. So my next question is, as a student, how to increase your self-confidence? First, practice self-acceptance. One of the most important ways is to become more accepting of ourselves. Look at your strengths and your achievement and put a plan in a place to address your weakness. We need practice self-acceptance, feeling alright about ourselves and other regardless of the existing conditions. In this way, we may sometimes think it to be reasonable to be critical of our behavior and try to change it without being a critical of ourselves. This attitude helps in maintaining a healthy level of self-confidence. The second one is focus on your achievement. If you take one out time to think, you will realize that you have achieved a lot in life. It doesn't matter what these achievements are. What really matters is that they are really important for you. Think about the achievements and see what they are meant for you. Prepare a list and do it at all things that you're proud of. The fact that you're focused on a positive will also help you to increase your level of self-confidence, right? While the third is making personal change. As a result of monitoring your self-esteem and confidence, you decide that you want a change. It is the best to identify some specific goals. What's the thing that you can change which will make you feel a better of yourself? Well, you know that the fourth is seeking positive experience and people. We can give ourselves positive experience as a way of increasing our self-confidence. Also, spending time with people who like us is helpful. Surround yourself with positive influence and avoid those who are constantly giving you a negative effect. Being around critical people can have a detrimental effect on how we feel about ourselves and our self-confidence. The last but not least, reward and support. Give yourself reward as you practice building yourself. Esteem is not really matter what the reward as long as you're something that you really value for yourself. So, for example, I will bring one person who, in my opinion, managed to bring his confidence to his success. Well, is Thomas Alva Edison, a genius scientist from Menlo Park, United States, and he is famous for his greatest discovery, namely lamp. He went to a school for only 3 months. His teacher felt he was intellectually disabled because he couldn't relate to how Edison's mind worked. Edison's health was fragile as a child. Because Edison's mother was a teacher, she taught Edison's at home. As a young teen, an incident happened that affected Edison for the rest of his life. He was left by his ears a moving train, and he started going to death. So after he experienced that, he became unconfident? Of course not. He has strong confidence from the strangeness. Because of it, he believed in himself. He really confident to do great work. So Edison patented his first invention, an electric vote recording machine, at age of 21. Thomas' goal was to produce a new invention every 10 days, and during maybe 1 4-year period, he averaged a new patent every 5 days. His lab was prolific that he was nicknamed the Wizard of Menlo Park. Edison Laboratory invented such a thing of phonograph, the motion picture, and the incandescent light bulb. Eventually, his electric business became known as the General Electricity Company. So guys, you know how important self-confidence is. So after watch this content, get yourself a confidence. Be happy, be grateful, be strong.